Hello everyone. Welcome to another video where we celebrate the awesome world of anime. Today, we're going to focus on a special group of anime characters, the short ones. Yes, you heard that right. Because today, we have some of the best short anime main characters with their overpowered abilities, determination and intelligence. So, without further ado, let's get started. Number 5. Gon, the main character of Hunter x Hunter, a manga and anime series. He is a young boy who wants to become a hunter, a person who seeks various treasures and secrets in the world, and find his father, Jing, who is also a famous hunter. Gon is cheerful, adventurous, and loyal to his friends. He has a strong sense of justice and curiosity, but he can also be naive and reckless. He has a natural talent for Nen, a special power that allows him to manipulate his life energy, and he uses it to enhance his physical abilities and create various techniques. Gon's main weapon is a fishing rod, which he can use as a whip, a grappling hook, or a projectile launcher. He also carries a wooden box that contains his father's hunter license and a cassette tape with a message from him. Gon's journey begins when he meets Kite, a hunter who tells him that his father is still alive and that he can find him by becoming a hunter himself. Gon decides to take the hunter exam, a series of tests that challenge the applicant's skills and abilities. Along the way, he befriends 3 other candidates: Kurapika, a survivor of the Kurta clan who seeks revenge against a phantom troop, a group of thieves who massacred his people, Leorio, a young man who wants to become a doctor and help the poor, and Killua, an assassin from a notorious family who wants to escape his destiny and live freely. Together, they face many dangers and enemies, as well as allies and mentors, in their quest to become hunters and achieve their goals. Gon is one of the most iconic and beloved characters in anime history. He has appeared in various media adaptations of Hunter x Hunter, such as films, video games, musicals, and merchandise. He has also received critical acclaim for his character development, design, and actions throughout the series. He is a hero who inspires us with his courage, determination, and optimism. Number 4. Hinata Shoyo, the main character of the manga and anime series Haikyuu. He is a passionate and energetic volleyball player who dreams of becoming like his idol, the Little Giant, a legendary player who was once part of the Karasuno High School team. Hinata is short for a volleyball player, but he compensates for his lack of height with his incredible jumping ability and speed. He joins the Karasuno High School Volleyball Club as a middle blocker and forms a powerful duo with Tobio Kageyama, a genius setter who was once his rival. Together, they aim to bring Karasuno back to its former glory and reach the national tournament. Hinata's story is one of determination, teamwork, and growth as he faces various challenges and opponents on his way to becoming a great volleyball player. Hinata's role on the Karasuno team is mainly as an offensive player who can score points with his spikes. He has a remarkable jumping power that allows him to hit the ball at high altitudes, making it hard for the blockers to stop him. He also has a fast reflex and agility that help him evade or receive the ball. However, he also has some weaknesses, such as his low stamina, poor defense, lack of technique, and tendency to get nervous or distracted. He often relies on Kageyama's precise tosses to spike the ball, but he also tries to improve his own abilities by learning from other players or coaches. He gradually becomes more versatile and adaptable as a player, being able to perform different types of spikes and skills. Hinata Shoyo is a character who inspires many people with his passion and perseverance for volleyball. He shows that anyone can achieve their goals if they work hard and never give up. He also demonstrates the value of teamwork and friendship in sports and life. He is a hero who always strives to reach new heights and see new views from the summit. Number 3. Izuku Midoriya, also known as Deku, the protagonist of the hit manga and anime series My Hero Academia. He lives in a world where 80% of the population possesses superpowers, or quirks, that range from simple to extraordinary. However, Izuku is one of the rare 20% who are born quirkless, meaning he has no innate abilities of his own. Despite this, he has a strong admiration for heroes, especially the number 1 hero and his idol, All Might. He dreams of following in his footsteps and becoming a hero who can save people with a smile. His life changes when he encounters All Might in person and learns that he is looking for a successor to inherit his quirk, One for All. One for All is a unique quirk that stockpiles the power of its previous users and can be passed on to others. All Might sees the potential and courage in Izuku and decides to make him his successor. He gives him a strand of his hair to ingest, which transfers One for All to him. He then trains him to prepare for the entrance exam of UA High School, the most prestigious hero academy in Japan. Izuku manages to pass the exam and join Class 1A, however, being a hero is not easy, as Izuku soon discovers. He has to learn how to control One for All without hurting himself, as his body is not used to its immense power. He also has to deal with the constant attacks from the League of Villains, a group of quirk users who oppose the Hero Society and want to destroy it. Izuku must overcome many obstacles and challenges on his journey to become the greatest hero of all time. He must also grow as a person and develop his own style of heroism. He is supported by his friends, mentors, and family along the way. He is determined to uphold the legacy of All Might and make him proud. He is Izuku Midoriya, the future symbol of peace. Number 2. Meliodas, from the manga, anime and light novel series The Seven Deadly Sins. He is the main protagonist of the story, and the leader of a group of legendary warriors known as the Seven Deadly Sins. The Seven Deadly Sins are a band of knights who were once the strongest and most feared in the Kingdom of Britannia, but they were framed for the murder of the Great Holy Knight and disbanded 10 years ago. They are each branded with a symbol of a beast that represents their sin. Meliodas is the dragon's sin of wrath. Meliodas is also the former leader of the Ten Commandments, a powerful group of demons who serve the Demon King, his father. The Ten Commandments are the elite warriors of the Demon Clan, who were sealed away by the Goddess Clan 3,000 years ago during the ancient Holy War. They are each bestowed with a commandment by the Demon King, which is a curse that affects anyone who breaks a certain rule in their presence. Meliodas has a childlike appearance, but he is actually over 3,000 years old. He has blonde hair, green eyes, and a dragon tattoo on his left arm. He usually carries a broken sword as his weapon, but he can also use his innate power, Full Counter, to reflect any magic attack back at his opponent with more than double the power. He can also transform into his demon form, which increases his strength and speed, but also makes him more ruthless and bloodthirsty. He has a cheerful and playful personality, but he can also be serious and determined when needed. He is loyal to his friends and comrades, and he will do anything to protect Elizabeth. He is also very perverted and often gropes Elizabeth or other women without shame. And the last in our list, Edward Elric, the main character of the manga and anime series Full Metal Alchemist. He is a young alchemist who lost his right arm and left leg in a failed attempt to bring his mother back to life using a forbidden technique called human transmutation. To save his brother Alphonse, who lost his entire body in the same experiment, Edward sacrificed his own flesh and blood to bind Alphonse's soul to a suit of armor. Edward then became the youngest state alchemist in history, earning the title of Full Metal Alchemist for his metal prosthetics, known as automail. Along with his brother, Edward travels across the country of Amestris in search of the Philosopher's Stone, a legendary artifact that can bypass the laws of alchemy and restore their bodies to normal. Edward is a brave, loyal, and determined young man who will stop at nothing to fulfill his promise to his brother. He is also a genius in alchemy, able to perform transmutations without drawing a circle, and skilled in hand-to-hand combat. However, he also has a short temper, a stubborn streak, and a complex about his height. He hates being called short or being mistaken for the younger brother. He also despises his estranged father, Van Hohenheim, who abandoned him and his mother when he was a child. Edward has a close bond with his childhood friend and automail mechanic, Winry Rockbell, whom he eventually marries and has 2 children with. He also develops friendships and rivalries with other characters, such as Roy Mustang, his commanding officer, Izumi Curtis, his alchemy teacher, Scar, his former enemy, Greed, a homunculus who shares his body, and Ling Yao, a prince from Xing. Edward Elric is one of the most popular and beloved characters in the Fullmetal Alchemist series, as well as in anime and manga in general.